What up, what up, what up, though? Y'all know what's going down anytime I upload. FBG Cash, gone. fbgduck, gone. Kingvon, gone. Out of here. Zach TV, another one. Out of here. All the drill rappers, all the gangster rappers. Y'all want to cry. Y'all want to cry for y'all favorite character when they get took out, right? When somebody claim they slate, right? When they get wiped out. When they get wiped out, y'all want to cry. That's interesting. I'll tell you why that's interesting. Because we live in America, right? We in America. I'm in America. Where y'all at? Tune in. True story. Check this out, right? So we live in America. For all the Americans out there, especially the African Americans. All the melanated people. We ain't even going to just say African Americans. We're going to put it as melanated people because we ain't going to just stop at African Americans because we know that we are into a lot of these races. So, yeah, we're going to include y'all too. The Puerto Ricans, the Mexicans, the Dominicans. We're going to include y'all too. Check this out though, right? We crying when they die. When they get hit up, it's rest in peace. It's long live whoever done died, right? These characters that y'all crying for, what are they crying for? Before any of them characters died, what were any of them dudes crying for? Did they ever let you know in their songs what they crying for? Oh, they did. You ain't hear them though. You ain't hear. You ain't want to hear. They said they cry for their homies. And if it ain't their homies, they don't care about it. That's what they say. That's what they kicking in their music. That's what Dirt kicking in his music. If it ain't his homies, he ain't crying about what's going on in the world. Not only is he not crying about it, he will gladly be a participant in helping destroy the communities that you, the listener, live in. A lot of you, at least. A lot of you. The same community that you complain about and be like, I don't know why they don't stop the violence and I don't know why this keep going on. You give life to the dudes that choose to destruct the community. That choose to destroy. They ain't building. They ain't building nothing. If they are building something, it's building emotions for more war. That's what they building. They definitely building a house of emotions that will store a whole lot of war. You see, they building a big old warehouse. And what that warehouse going to contain is storage for all that war energy that they putting out, all that death energy that they putting out. We don't see it? You don't see it. Oh, so you don't see. I'ma diss him. I'ma diss him. Couple homies come up dead in the street. I'ma diss him. I'ma diss him. Couple of your homies come up dead in the street. Oh, now the person that's doing the dissing, now they come up dead. Now the other person that was doing the dissing on the other side, now he come up dead. Now we got more kids wanting to emulate these dudes that they see with money, and they think that's the way. I gotta be gangster. I gotta be drilling. I gotta be stepping on. I gotta be wiping noses in order to get to this level that they at. That got the money, because that's what they talking about. That's what they on, and they getting to the money. At least that's the belief. That's the mindset, right? So what we crying for? Because we live in America, right? And most of Americans are supposedly Christians. Most Americans are supposedly religious. So how are we supporting all this demon type of time? Is the question. How are we supporting the demon type of time? Oh no, don't run from it, run to it. You know what they say? What they say? Don't go to the light. Y'all definitely be listening to that. Y'all ain't going to the light. Y'all ain't going to the light. Let me tell you something. When your lights get turned off and you at that moment and they talking about I seen the white light and XYZ, you might have seen the white light. But I don't know who told you that fire don't burn bright. I'm gonna let that sink in. Y'all let that sink in. I don't know who told you that fire don't that the fire don't burn bright. You hear me? So when they talk about seeing the light, not God was calling me. You been there before? So you know what God's voice sound like. You know what his voice sound like. He was calling you, right? They say God is neither man nor woman. And you ain't heard his voice before, but you know that God was calling you. How you know that wasn't the devil that you've been serving? How you don't know that? How you don't know that light that you said you wasn't trying to go to, that you thought was God? How you know that wasn't the devil? Saying, come on, it's about your time. Come on home to the Father. You see? When you do dirt, you get dirt. Shout out DMX. When you do dirt, you get dirt. We should expect nothing less. So, PSA to all the fans, all you good religious people that's listening to this drill music, that support all the Megan Thee Stallions, the Cardi B's, and we know what their message is. See, I want to try to find a way to twist it and contort it to make it fit for you while you supposed to be serving your God and Jesus and Allah. You want to try to twist it and make it fit for you and say, it's okay. I'll just ask for forgiveness later. After I do the devil's deeds, after I spend my time looking at all these devilish characters, after I spend my time looking at all these devilish shows that don't contain nothing godly about it, nothing spiritual about it, after I finish all that, I'll pray at the end of the night and ask God for forgiveness so I can reset, wake up tomorrow, sin purposely again. Purposely. I'm going to wake up tomorrow, I'm going to pray, I'm going to ask God to forgive me for my sins, and I'm going to go sin again, for sure. I'm not going to spend a day trying not to sin. I'm not going to spend a day doing no type of missionary work, talking about the word of God and trying to bring people over that way. I'm not doing none of that. But what I am doing is listening to Lil Durk. What I am doing is listening to Pooh Shiesty. What I am doing is listening to Duck. What I am doing is listening to Vaughn. What I am doing is listening to Cardi. What I am doing is listening to Nicki. What I am doing is listening to Coil Ray. What I am doing is listening to Megan Thee Stallion. What I am doing is listening to any and everything that ain't got nothing to do with Jesus, God, Allah, or whatever religion you talking about you serve. While you talk, while you talking like you trying to be a positive to this world, you're really on the negative side. You're not exempt. because you're over 30. You're not exempt because you're over 40, 50, or 60, or 70. A lot of these grandparents ain't exempt just because they doing what they doing behind closed doors, and they learn how to cover up them devilish thoughts that they have. All right. Don't think that they ain't going home and supporting demons too, because when they watching they shows, Perry Mason and all that, and yeah, they love them murder mysteries. They love them murder mysteries and all that. You dig? Shout out to the game spitter. Yeah, he said something about that. Yeah, they love all the murder mysteries and all that. You did? So is murder in support of God? Nah, not at all. How many of these old heads out here love to gamble? Oh, man, oh, we see them right at the 5, 10 tickets a day, huh? Make sure they playing that lotto. Make sure they playing them numbers, the pick threes, the pick fours, the mega millions. Is that God's work, or it's cool to sin and then get to God later when everything is messed up? That's when we get to God, huh? As long as it's going good, it's just thank God that I'm still here to do my sinning, right? Until it hit the fan. And then it's, oh man, God, can you help me? Why they don't never call the devil for help when that's who they spend their time with? That's who you spend the majority of the time with, right? Don't cry for Argentina and don't cry for Chicago. Message of the day. Don't cry for Chicago. Don't cry for Duck. Don't cry for Vaughn. Don't cry for none of them. Don't cry for Cash. Don't cry for none of them. Guess what? They ain't crying for you, because the mission is for my people and who I grew up with to make it and live good. And everybody else outside of that, guess what? Y'all can get drilled. If you oppose my thoughts and opinions, that's it. You ain't even got to do nothing to me. Just oppose my thoughts and opinions. I'll kill you. How about that? Yeah, oppose my group. Say you don't like my group. Say you hate my group. F them boys. Guess what? Them words is enough for this demon to go into action and kill you, because you oppose my group, my people. Your life is invaluable. You see? Your kid's invaluable. I still put a switch on and come drive by your block and tear anything up out there, as long as I know you out there. I think you out there. I don't care who I hit. And we support them. We see these kids dying. We see the innocent bystanders and all that. And we still support the drill rapping. These are their peoples. These are their peoples that's doing that. Y'all love it though. So keep on loving it. Keep on loving it. Guess what? It's coming closer to your door. Your son gonna be the one ready to drill something. It's coming closer to your door, since you don't want to pay attention. Since it's just a wave, it's just what they listening to. And my baby don't do that. Cause guess what? A lot of them parents is still under that mindset that they baby wasn't really out there like that. He wasn't killing nobody. He ain't hurt nobody. He just talked like it. Yeah, okay. Now your baby out of here for just talking like it. So yeah, we're gonna do better because we know better. We ain't gonna keep on acting like our babies ain't out here on demon time, like really doing the things that they doing. We're not gonna keep acting like that. Talking about, oh yeah, it was just his friends that was doing it. It wasn't him. Nah, that story old, mama. That story old, mama. I'm sorry, that story real old, mama. Guess what? Why was you condoning all his homies being at the house and his friends, and you know they got guns and they talk about they gang this and gang that, and oh yeah, I'd rather y'all smoke weed here than be out in the street with nah. When you do dirt, see, you get dirt. Or you die respectively. You die respectfully, you hear me? You die with honor because you didn't do the dirt. So now when they say he was a good kid, he had a good heart, he really strived to be better and see people together, and not, he wasn't about no type of drama, and now they can tell the truth. And that love energy can supersede, and people can go off of that love energy, not off of, oh yeah, he was drilling and taking stuff down, because that's what they really know. So in the background, where they're kicking you a good kid at the funeral, and you just got caught up in the wrong things and whop the bam, and then half the dudes that's at the funeral, they finna go try to murk something because that's the life he was living, and that's what they support, body for body. They don't support no love energy because that ain't the life that you live. You ain't live a life that, oh nah, you wouldn't want nobody to die. They know you would want somebody to die for killing you. See? See how the game go? Yeah. If somebody take you out, for sure they deserve to suffer. For sure that. You already know that. True story. For sure they deserve punishment. You did? But at the same time, you gotta know everything has a justification. You did? Everything has a due process. So when you push that paperwork through for that body that you caught, is it going to be really justified when you go through that due process? Did that man really put you in a position where you had to take his life? You're going to have to ask yourself that question. Could you walk away? Was there another option? You have to ask yourself that question. So ladies who raising these kids, open your eyes, watch how you move, because it start with you. Men that's raising these kids, it start with you. Recognize the real lies. You hear me? If you know what, you got to grow up. If you know, you got to grow. That's it. Period. Ain't no playing with it, because we see what's happening to these kids just as they reach in adulthood, because we coming from the hood. A lot of us are coming from these dark places. So we not really maturing until 27, 28, 29, 30. We not even reaching the start of real maturity until damn near 30. Where a lot of other kids, a lot of other coming from, the better backgrounds, they're definitely reaching their maturity level in life a lot quicker, because they ain't have to go through so much to have to figure it out. They ain't got as many traumas in the way that block them from growing the way that they should. You see? They ain't have to download them crazy programs that the hood dudes and the hood women had to download in order to survive, or to make it out of there. You see? So all I can say is don't cry for Chicago. Don't cry for Chicago, because Chicago is not crying for themselves. Guess what? At some point in time, it's as simple as, yeah, we're gonna all stand outside. We might as well, let's just get it over with. Let me take my sons, my daughters, my aunts, my uncles, my sisters, my nephews. Let's all just walk outside, and my kids that got beef with the ops. We're gonna just walk down the house block and let's just get it over with. Since y'all so savage, right? Just get it over with, because it's going to keep you planning on killing the babies. You plan on your kids killing their kids. You plan on your nephews killing their nephews. What you waiting on? See, ain't nobody pushing the needle to do nothing different. That's what's really going on. Because, see, it could be a gang against the gangs, but the gangs don't want that. They want revenge. They driven by blood. You see, they got a lust for blood. They got a lust for war. They like being around dudes like more than they like being around women. We see their videos. Bunch of niggas in their videos. We see it. You don't see it? A bunch of dudes in their videos. Where the ladies at? I don't know about that life. I don't want a bunch of dudes in my videos with no ladies around. That's crazy. I don't want a bunch of dudes around, period, and ain't no ladies around. That's crazy. All day, every video. Stop it. We gotta do better. Don't cry for Chicago. You hear me? Don't cry for LA. Don't cry for New York. Don't cry for Florida. Don't cry for Atlanta. Don't cry for Dallas. Don't cry for Houston. Don't cry for New Orleans. Don't cry for Baton Rouge. Don't cry for none of that. You know why? Because y'all on demon time. True story. Out.